Okay, here's the real thing, the actual thing. So what the bummer is though is I went to retrieve this, and you're supposed to have this little like stave part right here, and it has the little notch on there for your string. Look, it snapped off. Oh, so that means I can't shoot, which is really a bummer, but I can show you kind of how to string it. So you want to, normally what I do is I like to bend mine like this, but you hook, I only got one hook now, but you hook it at the top here. Once then I like to, you want to kind of brace it up against the wood a little bit. And then I like to kind of push mine down like this, and you can put it against your hip, which is what I normally do. And normally it's a lot harder than that, so you have to really bend like this. And so you want to kind of push down on this top part and push it against your hip. And then normally it takes a lot of, you have to really bend it like that. This is a lot harder to bend. This is only a 45-pound bow, so it's not that heavy. I had a 60-pound when I was younger. Not hard yet. So you're going to push, and then you latch it onto the top, and I don't have a real latch right now because my bow is snapped, which really is an bummer. So this is going to slip off, but you'll kind of get the idea. So it's strong. Normally it's way better than that. And the reason why you have an arm guard, it's not just a fancy little thing. So I made this out of an old boot, and I just threaded it with some shoelace and lined it with some fabric. But the reason why you have that is so that when you shoot, and I really don't want to snap myself, but whatever. So, and when you draw, don't draw down here, and you don't draw up here, you want to pull right back to here, right by your mouth. And so you pull, and then you want to go, and the reason why you have your arm guard is because this is obviously going to really give me a bad shock, but when you pull back, I don't know if you can see this, when you pull back, this is going to snap right here on your wrist. So if you don't have, and this is a very, imagine if someone's like wacky, it's like the rubber band effect, right? So when someone whacks you with a rubber band, you get that little welt. This is a very, very strong rubber band, so that's why you have an arm guard, because if you pull back like this without one, and it hits your skin, then you're gonna get a giant welt, and it's not very fun. And then you get the little finger blisters, just like you do when you play guitar, right there on the tips of your fingers. And I used to do this for hours and hours and hours and hours. And then your little fingers are swollen the next day, but then it's easier. So, I'm using a non-tipped one, so I'm killing me. Now this would not shoot very well because it doesn't have a real arrowhead. The arrowheads actually help to anchor it through the wind, right? This doesn't have anything, so it's not gonna work. And then you have your, you usually have two colors on your arrows, and the colored one, or the different color one, goes on the inside, okay? And you put it not on the inside right here, put it on the outside, you notch it. Now this is gonna ruin this arrow suddenly, and it's already ruined, so whatever. But there's a place, and it's not lined up right now because of this, because it's broken, but there's a place right here where the string is wrapped, there's an extra string wrapped around. This is kind of loose string, like that. And then this is the place where it's actually wrapped up. But there's this ribbing right here of a different color. And like I said, it's not really very well lined up right now because the bow is broken. But that's where you want to place it, kind of like right in the middle of that arrow. But my string, I have to go up a little higher because my string is bound right here. So you put it there. And then you put your, my thumb is cut, so I have to be kind of careful, but you put your thumb there, and I like to kind of have my finger forward a little bit. Somebody's probably gonna say, that's the wrong form, but whatever. And then you don't tip it like straight up like this, you actually turn it just a little tiny bit. I don't know if you can see. Not like this is exaggerated, but you want to tilt it towards you to the side. If you tilt it down like this, your arrow is going to fall out. So you want to tilt it just a little bit, like away from you, not to the inside of you. And then you would pull it. Whoop. Man, this is not cooperating because it's broken. It's like it wants to shoot way up, so I'll have to point down. So you want to go right to here, and I can't let that go because that's the water cooler, but then you would let it go. I'm going to let it go this way. Anyway, and that's like the greatest feeling in the world to have that, and it's really fun. So yeah, so there's lots of different ways that you can have fun, but this is the real life version of a lot of the video games, and it's so satisfying. I wish kids had to do just a little bit of archery. It's really fun, and sword fighting, which I'm not that great at, but at least I've done it. It's so much fun. So have fun, kiddos.